Alright, I'm here with an updated look at my GameCube collection. I noticed that, I don't know, I looked kind of at my old collection videos and noticed that that one is kind of lacking. I don't know. The video and audio quality were pretty bad. And, I don't know, I figured to update it since it has a lot of views. And I figured, hey, if that's someone's like first impression of my channel, that's not a very good first impression. Plus, I've added a lot of new GameCube games. And the GameCube is like my favorite system, so let's go into a collection, look at my collection for the GameCube. Starting off with Animal Crossing. This is the copy I used to play. I played hundreds of hours of this game as a kid. So much time spent with this game. In my last pickup video, I got a bunch of comments saying Anal Crossing, that I said that, and I think it sounded like I said like Animal Crossing. So apologies for that, I did not say that purposefully. But yeah, Animal Crossing's great. This is a copy I played all the time as a kid. You see the manual is all beat up, but it has a bunch of fish values and stuff that I wrote in the back. I think that's kind of neat. I don't know. Those are good times. I used to play it all the time with my dad. We would always do that. It was a great time. Animal Crossing's a great series, and I'm glad to see it's still going and still really good. Batten Kaitos, one of the few RPGs for the GameCube. It's kind of weird. I tried it out. I'm not a huge fan of the battle system. It's like I don't know how to describe it really. It's like card-based, and it's kind of difficult, and it's kind of hard to master. So it lost my interest kind of quickly, but it was interesting at least. And there's not too many RPGs on the GameCube, so. Always good to have one. Batman Vengeance. I got this for cheap. I've never played it, but I don't think it's supposed to be anything great. I know there's some bad Batman games. I don't know if this was one of them, but I don't think it's supposed to be anything special. Battalion Wars. Pretty cool. You know, obviously, one of the like Advanced War type games, but this one's on GameCube. Pretty fun. I don't know why that series has not come back, either the Advanced Wars games or Battalion Wars or anything. I mean, they had Battalion Wars 2 on the Wii, but that's like the extent of it. I don't know what's up there, but they should bring that back. Crash Bandicoot, Wrath of Cortex. This game's alright, but it's nothing special. You know, obviously not as good as the PS1 games, but it's not awful. Custom Robo. I got this for like 75 cents at a thrift store one time. I have yet to play it, but one day I will play this game. I will play it. Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix. I got this at a garage sale for like $3 with the mat. I have not played this one either. I should get one of my friends to play this with me as a joke. But that would probably be awful. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. It's like a 2D platformer, and you can use the bongos to like control. Like you do a roll on the right one to go right. I think you clap to jump. Kind of interesting idea. It works surprisingly well. An interesting idea, I guess. Very strange. Donkey Konga 1 and 2. They're fun. I mean, not as, you know... I don't know, they didn't do, you know, Guitar Hero numbers or Rock Band numbers, but, I mean, it's not as complicated or as involved as those games, but, you know, still fun. Interesting idea. Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. It's a pretty cool horror game. I wish Nintendo would do something with this series too. It's kind of, they always like get they always, you know, renew the trademark on it, but they don't ever want to do anything with the series ever again, it seems. But maybe one day. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Not a huge fan. Just kind of simple and, I don't know, not very interesting. I got kind of bored. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. I remember I got this game, I don't know, almost probably 5 years ago at this point. I bought it off a friend for $10. That was when it was about a $30 game, and I think he knew that. But this game has like skyrocketed recently. It's like over $100 now. It's ridiculous. Good game though. The Fire Emblem series is really good, and that's a good entry to the series. It's a shame we don't see too many more console Fire Emblem games, but I don't know. They seem a lot more at home on a handheld. So I guess it makes sense. Also, sorry for the back there just being empty. That's where I keep my GameCube games, and they are obviously in a stack right here instead of on the shelf. FZero GX, pretty fun. I'm not the first one to say that they should probably bring FZero back. But Fast Racing Neo on the Wii U is pretty good. It's like $15 download game, or maybe $10, I can't remember. It's really good too, but this is, good stuff. I like when Nintendo does stuff with like other companies, because I think Sega developed a lot of this game, if not all of it. And I like when Nintendo has, another company, working with them. Like when Minish Cap was made by like Capcom, and even now Star Fox Zero had a lot of help from Platinum. I think that's really cool. I wish they'd do some more stuff with that. Hot Wheels World Race. This is a game I had as a kid. I got this with my GameCube when I got my GameCube. It's actually pretty good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually pretty decent. Oh my goodness. Featuring the song Hot by Smash Mouth. Now, if you want to know if this game is good or not, I'm trying to get the zoom on here. If you want to know if a game's good or not, ask yourself, does it have a song by Smash Mouth on it? And if the answer is yes, then it's good. No, but this is actually like kind of plays like F-Zero, except you're like still on a car. But it's actually not bad. I haven't played it in years, but it's not too bad from what I remember. Zelda Collector's Edition disc. Pretty cool set here. I'm missing the manual on this one, unfortunately, but pretty cool set here. Has the original Zelda, Zelda 2, and then the 64 games. Pretty good set. Ocarina of Time. Trying to get all the Zelda games complete in box. So, Ocarina of Time with the Master Quest. I think this was a pre-order bonus if you pre-ordered Wind Waker, which is a really nice pre-order bonus. Yeah, real cool. Ocarina of Time is, of course, really good. Twilight Princess. I like Twilight Princess. I have not beaten it. I'm actually playing it for really the first time. I've tried it up before, but I tried it on the Wii version and couldn't get into it. But I'm trying it on the Wii U version now, and I've been enjoying it. I've been kind of just playing it on and off. I'm sure the GameCube version is the same thing since the Wii U version is based off of it. But Twilight Princess is pretty good. The GameCube version is just good to have in the collection. I got it from like a clothing store for real cheap. I got here Four Swords Adventures. Interesting idea, but I'm not sure. I like the game, but the multiplayer being, you have to get 4 people to have Game Boys is kind of interesting, but it's also a little bit annoying. But still pretty fun, all things considered. I enjoy it. Wind Waker, which is my favorite Zelda game. I really like Wind Waker. The art style is great, especially the Wii U version. I mean, it looks great. This game still looks timeless too. Like this, you wouldn't guess if you just put on the GameCube version. You wouldn't guess that it's that old. If you if it was just HD and stuff. But yeah, the graphics aged perfectly. Really, really awesome Zelda game. One of my favorites there, it is my favorite. Yeah. Games I used to play all the time as a kid. Lego Star Wars 1 and 2. Started the pretty successful Lego games. I still play them to this day. I still think they're fun. And these ones are no exception. They're fun. Lost Kingdom. Still looking for Lost Kingdom 2. But I've yet to play this one yet. Looks pretty cool though, but I have yet to play it. But yeah. Got here Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion's a pretty cool launch title. The GameCube launch all around was pretty good, though. Nothing like the Wii U launch and the 3DS launch, which were both really bad. But the GameCube launch was pretty solid, and the launch window had, like, Smash Brothers, so can't argue with that. But yeah, Luigi's Mansion, pretty fun game. The sequel on 3DS is good. I hope they make another one. Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. It's Mario Golf. It's pretty good. Mario Golf's definitely not the most interesting, but it's a pretty good game for what it is. Mario Kart Double Dash with the bonus disc. Double Dash is pretty fun. It's not my favorite. People either love it and it's their favorite Mario Kart, or they just or they hate it. But I'm just kind of, I like it, but it's not my favorite. All right, we got here Mario Party 4. Mario Party 5, and then Mario Party 6 in the big box, and Mario Party 7 in the big box. I like the Mario Party games a lot. The GameCube ones, a lot of people hated on. It's crazy to think that they at one point came out once a year, but they don't do that anymore. I like the GameCube ones. I actually really like 6. 6 is pretty good. It has a lot of different boards that change up the gameplay dynamics a lot. I like that. I like Mario Party 6 a lot. I like the other ones too, but Mario Party 6 is really good. Mario Power Tennis. It's, you know, Mario Tennis. It's fine, but I mean, it's not the most interesting, but it's fun. I like it. And Mario Superstar Baseball, which that's pretty fun as well. Alright, moving on here with some more good GameCube games. GameCube is awesome, but some of the best games on the GameCube here, or at least one of the best games. Metroid Prime, which I really like this game. I'm not huge into Metroid. I can't get into the 2D ones. I don't know. I'm not into that, you know, kind of open 2D game. But Metroid Prime is awesome. I have yet to play Prime 2, but the cover's cool. But Prime 1 is awesome. Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes. Pretty good remake of the PS1 game. It uses a lot of the mechanics from Metal Gear Solid 2, and the graphics look pretty good. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I wish that there would have been more Metal Gear Solid on Nintendo systems, but this is a pretty good game all around. A lot of people like to, talk about, the cutscenes, they messed them up. They made Snake look weird or whatever. And there's one part he, jumps on a missile or something stupid. But, I mean, I don't know, it's par for the course for Metal Gear, I think. Those games are always a little bit goofy. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. I'm not huge into Mortal Kombat, so this doesn't do much for me, but, Need for Speed Underground 1 and Need for Speed Underground 2. I remember I used to play these games as a kid a lot as well. Some of the games I had originally with the GameCube. They're pretty good racing games. I'm not into, super realistic racing games, and this is when Need for Speed was, super cartoony, not cartoony, super arcadey, and I liked those ones. Those are good racing games. Odama, which is a weird microphone, the game that uses the microphone that's made by Nintendo. I've yet to check this out, but this is just weird to me. I don't know what this game's like, really. I know it's kind of odd. I've seen gameplay of it. I don't know, what did it happen to this game? Did this get received really poorly, or I don't know. It's kind of a weird GameCube experiment. Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door. I like the Paper Mario games a lot. A lot of people like Thousand Year Door the best. I still stick with the first one, although I've never actually finished Thousand Year Door. But I played a lot of it though, and then my GameCube memory card broke. And but yeah, Paper Mario games are great. At least 1 and 2. 3's all right, and then Sticker Star is kind of lame. Pikmin 2. I don't have the first game on GameCube. I have it on Wii. But Pikmin 2 is really good. The Pikmin games are really underappreciated. Pikmin 2 especially, and Pikmin 3 as well, are really good. Rayman Arena. I got this in a lot of GameCube games. I've never actually played this. I think it's a racing game. But I've never actually played it. I've not had the time to play it. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. And Resident Evil 4. This was a really cool time when, Nintendo got an exclusivity for the Resident Evil games. So they got, Zero as an exclusive to the GameCube. They got the really, really good Resident Evil remake, RE remake, exclusive to GameCube. And they got Resident Evil 4 for a while exclusive to GameCube. And, that really benefited because those are all really good games. And then they got, the ports of... They got a port of 2 and 3. I have the 3 here. The port of 3 here. Yeah, I think that was a really cool time when, Capcom was like, yeah, here, you get Resident Evil now. Sorry, PlayStation. PlayStation got, Resident Evil 2... not 2. They got 4, later, and then they got... Code Veronica and stuff. But mostly it was on GameCube, and I think that's really cool. I wish Nintendo would strike a deal like that again with a big name, series like that. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Pretty solid remake of Sonic Adventure 2. I don't know, there's not much to say about Sonic Adventure 1 or 2 that has not been said. I'm sure they were great for their time, but they've aged kind of poorly. They're still fun, but they've aged poorly for the most part. I mean, they're not bad by any means. A lot of people like to make them out to be some of the worst games ever, and they're not. But you know, they're not great. You know, they're a little rough around the edges, but they're fine. Sonic Gems collection, kind of a lame collection. I got this one as a kid too because I liked Sonic. Kind of a lame collection, to be honest. They kind of blew it all on Sonic Adventure 1, or Sonic Mega Collection, I think it was called, where it has Sonic 1, 2, 3, and like Sonic and Knuckles and stuff. This just kind of has Sonic CDs, like its real standout game. Other than that, though, it's like Sonic the Fighters and Sonic R are like really bad, and then you know some Game Gear games, but like who cares about the Game Gear? Sonic Heroes. A lot of people hate this game, but I think it's all right. It gets kind of glitchy. Like it kind of just hits like it's like going all right, and then it kind of goes downhill towards the end, and the level design gets weird and it gets kind of glitchy. But it's not a bad Sonic game. It's kind of middle of the road. Shadow the Hedgehog is kind of on the worst end of the spectrum of Sonic games. Last time I talked about this game on here on my last collection video, a lot of people got really mad because I said Shadow the Hedgehog was bad. That's just my opinion, obviously, but I think it's pretty bad. Spider-Man 1 and 2, I played 1 a lot as a kid. I had this one as a kid. And then Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is pretty decent for a movie license game. It's a pretty fun Spider-Man game. I wish like a good company would get a hold of the Spider-Man games. You know, like Rocksteady got the Batman games. Because, you know, I wish we'd get some real good Spider-Man games out there. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. Pretty cool. I like the game. It's good. I don't really have much to say. Spyro, A Hero's Tale. You know, I don't think any of these games after Spyro, 3 after the PlayStation 1 really live up to the original games. They're not bad by any means. They're just, not as good. I haven't played this one though. It's Spyro and the New Beginning. I have not played that one. Maybe I'll have to check it out, but I don't know. Star Fox Adventures. Not a huge fan of it. It's not, a lot of people like to give it a little bit more hate than it's worth, or than it deserves, but it's still not great. I don't know, it's just kind of too weird. But it's kind of sad that this was like Rareware's last game they made with Nintendo, and it's not that great. But yeah, I mean everyone knows it was once a 64 game called Dinosaur Planet that they just moved to the GameCube and slapped Star Fox on. So I mean, as its own thing, it's all right. Star Fox Assault, pretty good Star Fox game. One of the better Star Fox games. This one gets a lot of hate too, and I don't understand it because I think it's pretty good. But yeah, I think they rebooted Star Fox completely with Zero, and probably for the better because the story, they tried to have a story and like there's a part where like Slippy got married and stuff, but I don't think we needed that. Star Fox Rogue Squadron 2, pretty good game. These are always weird too, because these were like exclusive to GameCube. They were those, like Factor 5 made these back when Factor 5 was still around. But yeah, these are really solid as well. It's too bad, Factor 5 kind of died because, they had some solid games. They had that one for the PS3 though that bombed, that kind of killed them. But and then they had a whole lot of games that, never came into fruition that they were working on. Which is a shame because they were a good studio. Mario Sunshine, which is, this is a weird... I mean, it's certainly not the best Mario game, but I would say it's my favorite. I mean, the best Mario game is probably either, 3 or World or the Galaxy games. But I really like this one, though. I think it's really fun. It has a lot of... I like the flood mechanic and stuff. I think overall it's really good. I'd love to see it. That's like one of the things I want Nintendo to do most right now is either make a sequel, like an HD sequel, or like just an HD remake. Would be awesome, because I love Mario Sunshine. It's great. Got the Monkey Ball games here, Monkey Ball 1 and 2. Pretty fun games. Nowadays these probably are more akin to a mobile device or, like a cell phone game or just, a handheld game. But, these are still pretty good though. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, just the way that they are. But pretty fun. Smash Bros. Melee. Melee is pretty fun. I like Melee. I got this. This was like a gaping hole in my collection, and I would rather not have a player's choice, and it's missing manual. All the discs in my GameCube right now. But Melee is still fun. I think Smash 4 beats it, but that's just my opinion. I know there's a lot of really huge Melee fans out there. I just like Smash 4 better because it has a lot more characters, and I don't know. But Melee's still really fun. It's still a good time. And it's crazy how passionate people are still about Melee, even though it came out, 15 years ago. People are still super passionate about Melee, and I think that's really cool. Maybe a little too passionate, I don't know, but still cool. Tales of Symphonia, really, these Tales games are pretty good. Really cool to see this on the GameCube, but pretty good game. And wrapping it out here is Wario World, which I kind of overlooked, This game, I don't hear a lot of people talking about it for whatever reason, but I think it's pretty good, pretty fun. I'd say give it a look. It's not too expensive. It's probably less than $20 game on eBay. I'd say, give it a look. It's pretty fun. It's not anything amazing, but it's good. And that's it for this GameCube collection update. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment with some of the games I'm missing that you recommend for the GameCube. I'm still missing a couple, but I think I have a pretty decent GameCube set here. But leave a comment with what games you like for the GameCube and anything like that. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. That helps out a lot. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and if you want to see more of my videos. And follow me on Twitter at ObjoGaming. But yeah, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.